Hey guys, Tyler Harden here with another interview. This time I'm joined by four-star safety Jhase Thomas. He plays at Destrehan High School in Destrehan, Louisiana, and he just committed to LSU on Saturday. Jhase, how are we?
We're really good. LSU fans have been showing me a lot of love ever since then. Since day one, I knew I was going to go to LSU, and a lot of fans kind of knew I was going to LSU. I had to keep it quiet for a long time, but I'm glad that I don't have to keep it secret anymore.
Yeah, and obviously, like you said, LSU fans have really been showing love these past few days. Just how does it feel having it all out of the way, having recruitment out of the way, and just being able to focus on just LSU finally?
It feels amazing just to be able to get like the whole recruiting process over with. I know it's still technically not over with. I know some schools may still try, but I'm 100% LSU right now. It feels great just to be able to focus on going win a state championship for my senior season and being committed to one of the best schools in the country, if not the best school in the country.
Yeah, is it a relief off your shoulders knowing that everything, like you said, some schools might reach out along the way, but for the most part, that everything's done and you kind of just get to focus on senior season, or is it kind of like you're gonna miss the intensity of it almost?
Um, the recruiting process was hectic, so I wouldn't say that. I'm blessed that I had a chance to experience it, but it's definitely something I would want to go through again.
Yeah, understandable, understandable. But let's talk about LSU, man. Just what made LSU the school for you in the end?
What made LSU the school for me? What the first thing that caught my eye was the coaching staff, and I know just being from Louisiana that LSU competes for national championships every year. So that's my goal. I want to win a national championship in my 4 years being there, and I also want to graduate a champion, like Coach Brian Kelly says. So that's my goal for everything.
Yeah, and obviously being a kid from, South Louisiana, about an hour away, give or take. Take me back to when you got that offer. How much did that mean, being a Louisiana kid and getting an offer from LSU? That's almost every Louisiana kid's dream. Just how did it feel receiving that offer when you did?
But like you said, just being from Louisiana, being an in-state guy, it's every Louisiana kid's dream to have that offer from LSU. So getting it was a kind of dream come true. I didn't really think that it was gonna ever come. I never thought I was going to be able to get the opportunity to go to school at LSU, but it came. I took full advantage of my opportunity, and now I'm a Tiger.
Yeah, and obviously, it was a long journey with LSU. Obviously, some other schools made their way into the mix as your recruitment went on. When did you kind of realize that it was going to be LSU for you? And when did you kind of realize that that's the school you wanted to play for, regardless of, maybe you being a Louisiana kid?
So before I got the offer, I was on campus a few times for like junior day and stuff. I was able to meet the coaches and kind of walk around the facility and do a few things I wasn't able to do like previously. Because just being from here doesn't mean that you get to see the inside of the facility and stuff. So just walking around the facility, meeting people, meeting the coaches, meeting the players. And there's a lot of players that I played against, so I'm cool with half of the team. So that's already a win-win right there. So when I was able to go around the facility a few times, I've been there about I'd say over 10 times now. Um, I just knew that LSU was going to be home. It wasn't too far away from where I am now. Cool, 45 minutes. So my family has a quick, easy drive to come see me on Saturday nights.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of familiarity within that program. It sounds like, just kind of used to being up there, I'd imagine at this point. But how's your relationship with the coaching staff overall? I mean, you kind of touched on it, but just how is it getting to know them throughout the process?
Um, the coaching staff over there is amazing, so it was pretty easy to build a relationship with those guys. Currently, still building a relationship with them, but I'm very close with them. Like everybody on the defensive side of the ball, I'm very close with. Obviously, starting to build a relationship with guys on the offensive side of the ball, players and coaches. Um, I get calls from the defensive staff every day and just checking up on me, and I can call them anytime I want for anything that I need. As far as I could talk to them about stuff on the field, off the field, draft day, or just funny stuff. NCAA that just came out, like I can call them about anything. So we're real close.
Yeah, of course, of course. And how about the guys in your LSU class of 2025? A lot of not only Louisiana guys, but New Orleans guys as well. Just how has it been getting to know them? I would imagine you've known them for, quite a while now. Just how has it been getting to know those guys?
Well, I've known the guys from New Orleans for a pretty long time. Some of the guys a few of the guys that committed to LSU from Endicott, we played them every spring game. So we go at it every spring game. So it's a good chance for LSU to come watch us and stuff. Um, some of the guys like across the country that are committed to LSU, we stay in contact. We all watch each other's social media and stuff, and we're all in contact through like a little group chat. But other than that, we always talk for sure.
Yeah, no, I'd imagine. I'd imagine now when it came down to a decision, obviously, committed on Saturday. So it's, been only what, 3, 4 days that you've been committed. Who did it really come down to in the end for you when it came time to make a decision?
It came down to all five of those schools I had up on the table: Texas Tech, Ole Miss, Colorado, LSU, and Houston. It was a pretty hard decision to make. I know I only visit three schools, but I've been getting love from those other two schools since forever. So it was just a crazy time to just be able to experience something.
Yeah, and it wasn't one of those things where it came down to Saturday on making a decision, or was it something you kind of knew in your mind that you had made up? It was just, it came down to Saturday to really be sure about that decision.
It definitely came down to the wire. I had to talk about it with my family. I would say like after I got the offer from LSU June 14th, from June 14th to July 13th, I was talking it over with my family about where I should go and stuff, and the pros and cons of each school and where I really wanted to go, which was LSU. So it came down to, I would say, about the last week, a week before my commitment, for me to just be like, yeah, LSU is a school. I've been knew it was a school, but you still gotta. There's some things you still gotta do to make sure that's a school.
Yeah, you got to exhaust all your options and really just be sure. No, I get that. I get that. And, kind of to LSU fans now, just what's your message to them on who you are as a player and as a person?
As a player, in between those lines, I feel like I'm a very aggressive player. I could fly around the field, make some really big plays. I do that right now at Destrehan. I should be able to do that. I should be able to transfer that over to Death Valley.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm sure they're glad to hear that. But speaking of Destrehan, man, you got a senior season left to play before you get to Death Valley. You got a senior season to play at Destrehan. Just does it feel weird that like this is it? You got one more season and then it's on to LSU, or has it kind of sit in by now that this is senior season and this is it?
It's kind of crazy that this would be my last high school season before like life really begins. And um, the game it never, when I got to high school, football really stopped being a game. But now I'm going into college, it's really a business now. So I just gotta keep that in mind and just do my job and know that it's a business, because you can go out there and have fun, but at the end of the day, you still got to realize that the coach's job's on the line. So if you don't play good, then there may be some consequences. So you just got to realize that.
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely. And of course, you play for Destrehan High School, good program down there in Louisiana. Just what's it been like playing for that program, and what kinds of things have you learned from them?
Destrehan is by far one of the best programs in the state of Louisiana, like by far. Um, it's amazing playing here. Destrehan has been developing guys way before I was born. Um, we developed Ed Reed, of course, Justin Jefferson, and a few other people. So LSU, I mean not LSU, Destrehan has been producing guys, and I love that I'm going to school here and being able to be developed and stuff to go to the next level.
I feel like especially recently, Destrehan has kind of been a factory for D1 guys. I mean, Tut, Tut, obviously, Anthony Robinson, you know, Phil Wright. It's kind of been a factory almost these past few years. So definitely Destrehan kind of solidifying themselves as one of those powerhouses in Louisiana for sure. Now, for your senior season, obviously you're going to be a leader, not only just being a senior, but your platform as well. So what are you looking forward to most about senior season coming up?
I'm looking forward to winning this first game, week one, and then Most definitely going to state again. Went my sophomore year. Didn't really get a lot of playing time. I was pretty young. But now I'm looking forward to going back for my senior year and winning it all.
Yeah, and of course you have experience in playing in a state championship, like you said, winning a state championship. How much would it mean to you to get back there for your senior season and end your high school career on that stage?
It would be definitely a crazy feeling. You might see a few tears coming down my eye because it's everything that we worked for. At Destrehan, we worked extremely hard. So all those hot days and those rainy days and the days where I know that people are out doing whatever and we're at practice at 8 o'clock in the morning. Like it's just all those days have finally, been they came to light. So I I can't wait for that feeling.
Yeah, and just overall, kind of bouncing off that, what does it mean to you to be a Destrehan football player?
It means a lot. There's a lot of tradition that goes into Destrehan. Our tradition over here is crazy. It's something that you could definitely talk about for the rest of your life because not many other schools do what we do.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. I'm sure, definitely. So, what NFL or college safeties do you like watching or modeling your game around?
Um, NFL players I like watching. I like watching Jhase Horn. He's like my mentor kind of. We stay in contact pretty much. I just texted him yesterday about going train. We're supposed to be training together pretty soon. But yeah, that's my mentor. We talk game a lot. We train a lot, and we just that's by far my favorite player in the NFL right now currently.
Yeah, how do you know JC?
JC, his dad and my dad played together with the New Orleans Saints, so we've been really close ever since then.
Yeah, yeah. So, did you kind of like grow up together in a way, per se?
He's older than me by a lot,
Yeah,
so he pretty much watched me grow up,
yeah,
but we weren't too far from each other when around that time when our dads were playing in the league.
yeah, yeah. Kind of seen you grow up. You've kind of seen him go through like high school, college, things like that. So, no, I'm sure you really looked up to him in a lot of ways. So, no, that's cool. That's cool. Now, what's a part of your game that you take pride in?
Part of my game is I got to play with a chip on my shoulder, so I take pride in that. A lot of people, you know, just because of what you have, they try to bring their game, and I'm always prepared for it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So obviously, man, junior season, now recruitment, all in the rearview mirror. All eyes are set on senior season now. Just looking back on your whole career up to this point, how would you say it's all been for you so far?
It's all been pretty good. There's a lot of things that definitely could be better, but that's the reason why I have another year. So hopefully I can get everything straight for my senior season.
Of course, there's always room to go up, right?
Mm.
So now some like off the field fun questions, just kind of pick your brain there a little bit. So I'm gonna paint a picture for you because CFB 25 just came out yesterday. I'm sure you
Yeah,
got your hands on it now. Just let's say you're in the game as a true freshman with LSU, right? What would you say your overall rating would be right out of the gate?
right out of the gate overall rating, I'd say like a 71, 70. It'd be probably strictly like speed, tackling, and just small attributes that give me to 71. Nothing high though.
Yeah, kind of playing at the modest route at first, kind of lack of college experience, always room to work your way up, right?
Right.
So are you playing on Xbox or PS5?
PS5.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now, I know this is a loaded question coming from the New Orleans area, but who's the best player you'd say you've played with or against in your career so far?
Best player. I would say me. I would say me. I don't lose much. Um, I haven't played anybody on on NCAA yet because I'm still trying to get used to the game. But once I get used to it, I'm not losing.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Now, favorite NFL team, if you got one.
Favorite NFL team? I say I actually don't have one. I just like football, but I have a favorite college team. Of course, you probably know what that is.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't even have to ask that. I already know. Thought you'd for sure be a Saints fan. dad
Yeah.
playing on the Saints, being from down there, things like that, but just haven't really caught you yet.
Not yet.
No, I got you. I got you. Favorite NFL player, if you got one.
Oh, Jason on. Jason on.
Yeah, gotta be right.
Yeah.
Now, if you had to give some advice to a kid that's trying to do the same thing as go to college and play football, what would you tell him?
Um, don't take your freshman season for granted. Make sure you get in the books all 4 years. Make sure you work hard from day one because you don't know who's watching. Some more advice I can give to a younger kid: uh, never get down when it's not your turn. Somebody may get offers before you. Somebody may get a lot more offers before you. Just never get down. Keep your head down, working, and congratulate them.
100%, 100%. And what's your favorite football memory that you've had so far in your career?
My favorite football memory, I would say the spring game versus Carr, like last month, 2 months ago in May. Uh, yeah, that was one of my favorite football memories. Balled out in front of I would say 40 plus D1 coaches and was able to get an opportunity to go to the school that I'm committed to.
Yeah, no, that was a big day. LSU, I know, was in attendance. A lot of others were in attendance. So that was a big day for you to kind of show out. Right. So, yeah, dude, that's all the questions I got for you. I appreciate you taking the time to do this interview.
Sir, thank you.
Yeah, keep in touch. Best of luck the rest of the summer, the rest of the off season.
Appreciate it.